Cut about 1 pound of boneless chicken breasts into 1 to 2 inch size pieces. Little tip is it's a little bit easier to cut your chicken if it's still partially frozen. You want it 99% defrosted because you don't want to try to cook frozen meat. Take about a half pound of bacon and cut it into thirds or halves depending on how big of chicken pieces you have. If the pieces that I cut are roughly around 1 inch, so I'm cutting my bacon into thirds. Place 1 chicken piece at the end of one of the bacon pieces. Then roll the bacon tightly around the chicken piece to fully wrap it, and place the chicken wrap seam side down off to the side of your cutting surface. Continue the wrapping process until all of the chicken pieces are wrapped with your bacon. Take a toothpick and poke 1 toothpick through the center of each chicken wrap. This is just going to help keep your chicken wrap together and in place while it's baking. Line a large baking sheet with foil, then place an oven fryer rack on top of the foil-lined baking sheet. If you don't have an oven fryer rack, you can just use a cooling rack. Just make sure that your cooling rack fits inside of your baking dish. You don't want it hanging over the sides. This is just going to slightly elevate your wraps and allow the grease from the bacon to drain down onto the foil. Then set it aside for a minute. Place 67 grams or around 1/3 cup of the brown sugar sweetener of your choice into a wide bowl. I'm using brown monk fruit sweetener. Add a half tablespoon of some mild chili powder. And if you want to, for a little bit more of a spice, you can add an 1/8 teaspoon or so of some cayenne pepper. Use a fork and stir everything together until there are no lumps. Place your chicken wraps one at a time into the sweetener mixture. Then take your fingers and sprinkle the mixture over the wrap until the wrap is lightly coated with the sweetened spiced mixture. Place the coated chicken wrap seam side down onto your prepared rack. Then repeat the coating process until all the wraps are fully coated and on your prepared rack. Place the chicken wraps in your preheated oven and bake at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes or until the chicken is fully cooked and the bacon is slightly crispy. Once the chicken bites are done cooking, remove them from the oven, then let them sit on the rack for about 3 to 5 minutes or until they've cooled slightly so you don't burn your fingers. You can eat these immediately. If you do have any leftovers, allow them to cool completely, then store them in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to 3 days, or you can place them in a freezer-safe airtight container and freeze them for up to 1 month. Eat and enjoy.